Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to base camp here. What do we got here today, guys? Yeah, berry picking time. Berry picking time. These are those elders we got. See, they're all frozen. This is the time to do it. Don't try to do this when they're fresh. No, not so much, guys. Yeah, not so much. So I hope your day is going well, guys. Hope everything's well in your world. Guys, if it got any better in my world, I'd be two people, okay? Yeah, that's how good it is right now. So yeah, you'll get a little stem like right there on the end of that. That's fine. You can leave those on. But the big stems like this here, these big ones poison. Yeah. I was looking at the saw palmetto berries. Looks like I'm going to get a little harvest of those this year. I was doing my hike this morning, and it was only 110 heat index here in sunny Florida today. Yeah, I think I'm going to have enough here for one tincture, and I think that's going to be enough. I got quite a bit in the swamp, but I want to leave a lot of swamp seed out there, because I'll tell you guys, this stuff grows fast, and it grows really fast, and we want some for next year. I don't see any stink bugs in this stuff, which is great. Well, I had a fun day today. I had to take I did my hike, and then I came back and I took my mower in about a week ago to get the spindles. There's two spindles on that thing, and they were getting close. I can tell by the sound of the bearings, and they're greasable, but I don't know. All this stuff coming out of China, the quality I just don't think is all that great, you know. And the bearings, I'll get a couple years out of them, even greasing them. And then the blade, you got one spindle, you got a spindle for each blade. And anyway, I've been doing it myself for years. And anyway, Miss Daisy says, you know, you need to farm that one out. You don't need to be jerking on that heavy deck. You've got to take the deck out. You got to flip it over in the shop where you can get the air wrenches on it and disassemble it and all that. She said, farm that out. So I said, okay, I got a guy over here. So I went over. And oh, he was Mr. Oh man, he was. Yeah, so I'm in there. I take the mower in. Miss Daisy said, you need to farm that thing out. So we did. I took it down there. And I bought the spindles online, and I don't know if that pissed the guy off or what, but I said, he said, well, you do know those have bearings under there. I said, yes, sir. Yeah, we take care of that. Yep. I mean, real Mr. Personality, I'll call him. Anyway, he was a lot of fun. He started my day good. Anyway. Oh man, look at the berries, guys. Look at the berries. A lot of these berries just fell off. So, he's got a whole bunch of them lined up there, guys. He said, I don't know when I'm going to get to you. I said, well, do the best you can, you know. If I have to rent a mower, I'll rent a mower. This grass is growing like crazy, guys. But you're looking at once a week, I've got to get on that mower and I'm in the saddle for like 2 hours. And anyway, he calls me up the next day. Come and get your mower, it's done. So I went and got it. And I brought it home. And I needed to mow. So I didn't know if he greased the bearings or not, the spindles. I didn't know if he did it or not. So I pull over there and look, guys, and the grease fittings that you got to grease, he puts on the inside where you can't get at them at all with a grease gun. They're supposed to be facing outward, where you can just walk right up. And so the one side he had pointing forward. And I looked at that and I said, well, I want to just take it right back. And I said, no, heck with it. I had a stiff nozzle on my grease gun where you could just stab it on, pump. And I thought, you know, maybe I'll just go down and get at the automotive store a flex line and change that out, right? Which I did. Went down and bought, spent money, got a flex line put on. And then I came home and I was able to get one side hooked up, the grease gun on it. And you just go through here, guys, and just kind of peel them, pick them up like this, and start. You'll get a lot of little twigs like this. Get those out. So I was able to get on the one side, but the other one was tucked around, and there's a bracket about that far away from that grease fitting, where the genius that he has in his shop put it the other way. This poor, I can't blame the guy too much. This owner looks like he just works this poor guy like a slave. And when I went in there, he's got his place looked like a bombing range. There's like 60 weed eaters down the line hanging on hooks that he's got to do. There's not a lot of competition in this area. If a guy wanted to get into small engine work, he could probably do all right here. Maybe this is a Martin video, but Martin's got his hands full in Michigan. He doesn't need. Martin, a friend of mine, he's a migratory beekeeper, and he runs you've heard me talk about Martin, and he runs a chainsaw mower shop in Wolverine, Michigan. So he migrates back and two. Anyway, Martin, if you wanted to come down here and get in the small engine business, I think you'd make a lot of money at it. But anyway. So, yeah, I discovered he puts these bearings on backwards. I didn't call him or nothing. I just loaded it up this morning when I realized I can't get my grease gun on it. Took it back. And he looked at me like he sees a cajillion people a day coming in and out of the shop. It's incredible, guys. The amount of traffic he's getting in this place, it's incredible. The little bit that I've been down there and seen that action, it's absolutely incredible. Anyway, I'm already getting purple here. I guess, guys, you could put on rubber gloves. You know, I think I did that back years ago when I was hand modeling, you know. I used to hand model, and then I would model men's bikini underwear. I did that a lot in my earlier days. That's back when I had my six-pack abs, you know, and all that. But I'm working on the six-pack abs again. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm working on that since my operation and my carnivore diet and all that. I'm working on that again. So hopefully you'll get to see, you know, soon my six-pack abs, and then we can start working on, you know, adult underwear modeling. And I don't know, my hands, guys, are getting, they're getting old and wrinkly, and I don't know if I can do hand modeling anymore, so I'm not too worried about the the purple dye here that I'm getting. But yeah, so I'm back to the mower guy, Mr. Personality, and I go load up my deal on the trailer, and I go in there this morning, and he's talking to some big old black dude over there, and then he gets done with him, he's looking over at me in the corner of his eye, like, have I seen him before? And so here he comes. Can I help you, sir? Can I help you, sir? I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have a little problem here with the bearings with this unit here. I can't service the mower. Huh? I said, yeah, I can't service the mower. I mean, this one side over here, the fitting's that way, and this side here, it's on the back side. And he looks under there, guys, and no kidding, this is what he said. This is the owner now. He says, well, sir, there's no grease fitting on it. There's no grease fitting on the spindle. I said, I beg to differ. Yeah, and then he even reached his hand in there. I said, just reach your hand down there, and you'll feel a grease fitting. And he goes, so he does. He reaches down in there, and he's feeling around, and he said, well, there's no grease fitting down there, sir. I said, I beg to differ. If you'll just take your one finger, your index finger, and just kind of slide around the end there, and you'll feel a grease fitting. And by golly, guys, Mr. Personality did what I told him. He flipped his finger around. And he goes, huh? Stood back. He looked at that thing, and he's eyeballing her up, guys, because it's a pain in the ass. I'll be honest with you. I've done it several times on these mowers. I had a Murray before this John Deere. Same situation. They got crappy bearings they put in them, and they'll wear out. I'm sure you guys, if you've done much riding mower action, you've had the same situation. And so he's trying to figure out, guys. I could see his brain working. Yeah, I could see it. And he says he's trying to figure out how you're going to slip a grease nozzle around in there, see, on a flex line and get on that fitting. But there's a bracket this far away. You couldn't get in there. There's no way, guys, you're going to get in there, okay? These berries, guys, are still frozen, rock hard, solid, which is good. Now I'm just kind of going through and getting the green ones out. I don't think it'll hurt too much even get a green one into the tincture. But I've got a good bit here. I've got plenty here to get this deal done. Anyway, so he realizes finally, Steveo's right. There's no way this is gonna work. Okay, we're gonna have to back up and regroup and take the deck out and air wrench the spindle out and turn it 180 degrees. Yeah. Mr. Personality finally got to him, and then so he went and got his little pad, pad there so he could write up the order. I hope to God and tomorrow when I go in to get it. He just called. He said, "You ready to go? You can pick her up. You can pick her up now." I said, "No, sir. I'll pick it up in the morning. I got a full plate here. I wanted to do this video on Steveo's Magic Medicine here, and I keep finding these little green ones in here." So anyway, he goes to the other side of the mower once he finds out he's totally screwed up on this side because the fitting's way over here. He goes over the other side and he said, "Well, this one will work over here." I said, "It's supposed to be looking straight out, sir, but I'll make that work. I'll make it work, okay?" because I already bought the flex line. I never had to use a flex line before. I used to stiff one, go straight in, boom, get it. But to make Mr. Personality, you know, a little happier, I didn't want to ruin his day totally. I bet that poor guy in that shop out there, guys, got his ass chewed royally by Mr. Personality, because he's going to have to eat that. Somebody's going to have to eat that labor, and it's going to take, you know, you're blowing on that deal right there, even if you're Mr. Super Wrench, Super Speedy Wrench. Yeah, guys, even if you're Mr. Super Speedy Wrench, you're looking at 30 minutes to getting that thing out, unbolted, turned around, bolted back in, shoved the whole deck back in. Yeah. So anyway, he called and it's all done. It's ready to go. And I think this is about done too. Played with this enough. So I've got my quart jar here. Let's see what we yielded here on our berries. That's perfect, guys. It's not quite half. It's not quite half, but it's close enough. Yeah, I'd say that's close enough right there. Yep. I got my F&T fur harvesting hat on from Alpena, Michigan. My free hat, by the way. I bought some coyote trapping supplies and they gave me this hat. Fur harvester. I'm not harvesting any fur right now, but we're harvesting some berries. We'll harvest the fur this winter. Actually, the fur is nothing, worthless in Florida, but at least we can harvest some raccoon meat for my black guys, because they look forward to that every winter, guys. And we're going to harvest some wild pigs too this winter. I'll bring you along for that one. This is look at, oh, this is going to be good, guys. This, look, it's already super purple. Bring it up to it's right close to the top. Let's look at that pretty stuff there, guys. Are you kidding me or what? And it just gets better. It even gets darker. It'll be just almost like black. So I put elder on here and my date, 7/26/21. Yep. I'm getting a lot of little stems here, which is no big deal. Close enough. Cap her off. Shake her up. Boy, she's ice cold, guys. With them frozen berries in there, that thing is ice cold. The cap's not leaking. Check that, because you don't want a leaking cap on this stuff here. Anything you splash it on, stain forever. Six weeks. You're gonna keep this in a dark room. I put it in a utility closet in here, and I pick it up and I shake it like this, about that long, once a day for 8 weeks. And you got medicine there, guy. Magic witch's medicine. I learned this from Wendy the witch that lives over here. Miss Daisy told me to quit hanging out with Wendy the witch, because she said you guys are getting a little bit too friendly. Okay, so I had to get divorced from Wendy the witch. But I learned a lot of stuff by the time I got divorced from her. I'd learned a lot of these cool tricks, okay? Yeah, So yeah, I've got my fur harvester hat on. I'll go in here in a little bit and see if I can't talk to Miss Daisy and see if I can harvest some fur. No, she probably, well, she might want me to harvest some fur. I don't know yet. So, but anyway, this is cool right here, guys. We got this made. It's our magic medicine. We'll be making other medicines. Like I say, we're going to be making September. We'll make some more saw palmetto. Here's some mullein tincture. I made this in 7/8/16. This is great stuff, guys, right here. And you can't even see through it. It's so dark. But that is another good tincture right there. This is excellent for your lungs if you've got a cold or anything. Or it's just a good all-around tonic. Put a teaspoon of it in your tea. Yeah. Same with this stuff. Put a teaspoon in your tea or a couple teaspoons. It's excellent medicine. Okay, guys. That's it for today. Hope to see you maybe tomorrow. We'll do something tomorrow. I got to get in these bees. We got to get in these bees. I've been knocking out a lot of pallet wood. And so I want to get a bunch of that accumulated, chopped, get it sized, and then put that in a stack. I do everything in piles. And then we will get some 2x8s, and we'll butcher a bunch of that, get that ready to go, and then we'll get in assembly mode, and we'll start knocking them things out, okay? So, thanks for stopping in, and be happy, guys. We got to keep getting it on here. Got a lot of summer to go. Don't get overheated out there now, guys. It's 110 here, heat index. When you start sweating, stop sweating, guys, it's time to stop whatever you're doing and get in someplace where it's cool and start drinking some liquids, because you can check out really fast in this heat. All right? I'll see you later. Don't be acting like Sleepy Joe. And don't put your spindles in backwards, you know, because it's just, guys, it's just, you're just backing up, you know. You just have to slow down, think about what you're doing, and put the spindles in right so you can grease things correctly, okay? But don't tell your mechanic that, because he's already pissed off at himself and he's not having a good day. But hey, better him than me, right, guys? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.